Hello everyone, I am Rohit and today I am going to share my latest Codebasics resume project on good cabs transportation operations. First of all, let's see the problem statement. And here is the problem statement of the project. And this is the task which is assigned. Let's get back to the dashboard. So based on the problem statement, I have created a few key performance indicators like total trips, total target trips, and total distance traveled in kilometers, and revenue generated, average passenger rating, and average driver rating as well. In this table, we can see average fare per trip versus distance by city. Here we can see Chandigarh generates 11 million revenue and also total trips in Chandigarh is 38.98k, whereas the target trips is 39k. So it is not met the target. In Coimbatore, it generates 4 million revenue and the total trips in Coimbatore is 21.10k and the target is 21k. So it is reached and also exceeded the target, which we can consider good performance in Coimbatore. So when it comes to Indore, it generates 8 million revenue, which is pretty good, and also the total trips in Indore is 42.46k. But the target is 43.50k. Again, here also didn't meet the target, and so on. With the help of this tooltip, we can see every city performance like revenue, total trips, target trips, and also average driving rating, and average passenger rating, weekday trips and weekend trips, and average new passenger rating, and also average repeated passenger rating as well for each individual city. We can also visualize through line chart where we can compare average fare per trip versus average trip distance. And we can see that Jaipur, Kochi and Chandigarh is top 3 performing cities in average fare per trip versus distance, and Surat, Vadodara, Lucknow are the bottom 3 performing cities. In this line chart, we can observe the average ratings by city and passenger type. So Kochi leads the chart with average new passenger rating is 8.99 and average repeated passenger rating is 8. And Jaipur takes the second place with average new passenger ratings 8.99 and average repeated passenger rating is 7.99. Here we can see that Kochi, Jaipur and Visakhapatnam takes top 3 spots, whereas Vadodara, Lucknow and Surat takes last 3 spots. Here the top 3 cities in terms of total trips, where Jaipur leads with 76,888 total trips and followed by Lucknow and Surat. Bottom 3 cities, Mysore takes the last place with 16,238 total trips and followed by Coimbatore and Visakhapatnam. In this line chart, we can see peak demand month by city. So it shows that in which month the particular city performs better in terms of total trips. Jaipur performs better in February month, whereas Lucknow also in February and Kochi in May month. And Mysore in May, Coimbatore in March and Visakhapatnam in April. Here we can see in which month a particular city performs low. For Mysore city, January is the least performed month, and for Coimbatore it's June. Visakhapatnam in January, whereas Jaipur in June, Lucknow in May and Surat in January. In this table, it shows the repeat passenger rate for each city. Surat with highest percentage of 42.60% takes the first place, followed by Lucknow and Indore. And Mysore, Jaipur and Chandigarh takes the bottom 3 spots in terms of repeat percentage rate. Here we can see repeat percentage rate based on months. May takes the first place with 33.47%, whereas January takes the least place with 18.68% of repeat passenger rate. With the filter panel, we can also filter the data based on the city, month and passenger type and day type. Using this clear filter button, we can remove all the filters on this page. Let's see few more insights. In this table, we can observe total trips by day type and which day type has the highest demand. For Chandigarh, weekday trips 19,914 whereas weekend trips 19,067. So we can say weekday demand is more here. For Coimbatore, weekday trips are 12,576 whereas weekend trips 8,528. So again weekday is more demand. But for Indore city, weekend demand is more. Jaipur, Kochi and Mysore also weekend demand is more. We can also visualize through line chart like which city has the highest weekday and weekend trips and which city has the lowest. Here Jaipur, Lucknow and Surat took top 3 spots, whereas Mysore, Coimbatore and Visakhapatnam takes the bottom 3 spots. In this table, we can see total trips versus target trips. So here we can clearly observe that which city met the target and which city didn't. And what is the percentage difference between total trips and target trips. Here we can clearly see that for each month of the city, whether the total trips are met with the target trips or not. We can also filter out each city using filter panel. For city Mysore, all the months targets reached, and also we can see the percentage difference. Whereas Lucknow every month fails to reach its target. Let's check with new passengers versus target new passengers for city Chandigarh. Except February month, all other months target is missed. For Coimbatore and Indore, all months target reached. For average passenger rating versus target average passenger rating, except Jaipur, Kochi and Mysore, every other city fails to reach its average passenger rating target. In this donut chart, we can see the repeat passenger frequency by city, like what is the percentage of 2 trips, 3 trips and 4 trips, so on. This is combined donut chart where 2 trips taken by repeat passengers is 30.06% and 3 trips is 19.17% and 4 trips 14.09%. Let's filter with the city. Coimbatore. In this city, most of the repeat passengers took 5 trips, that is 20.62%, and 6 trips taken by 17.64% and 4 trips taken by 15.56% of repeat passengers. For Jaipur, half of the repeat passengers took only 2 trips, that is 50.14%, whereas 3 trips taken by 20.73% and 4 trips 12%. For Lucknow, most of the passengers took 6 trips, that is 20.18%, whereas 5 trips 18.42% and 4 trips 16.2%. Welcome to this presentation on ad hoc analysis and business recommendations for good cabs. Factors influencing repeat passenger rates. This slide explores the key factors that may affect repeat passenger rates across cities, such as service quality, pricing competitiveness, and city demographics. By analyzing these elements, we aim to understand the behaviors and preferences of passengers. For instance, are there correlations between repeat usage and the socio-economic or lifestyle patterns of a city? These insights could guide tailored strategies for different locations. And tourism versus business demand impact. Here we examine how tourism seasons and local events like festival and conferences influence good cabs demand patterns. This analysis suggests that cities with significant tourism activity or frequent events may benefit from targeted marketing campaigns during peak periods, helping to boost trip volumes. Emerging mobility trends and good cabs adaptation. In this slide, I highlight emerging mobility trends such as adaptation of electric vehicles and green energy, which are reshaping the cab service market. Particularly in Tier 2 cities, integrating eco-friendly initiatives and electric vehicles can help good cabs stay competitive while meeting the growing demand for sustainable transportation. Partnership opportunities with local business. Partnering with local business such as hotels, malls, and event venues a strategic opportunity for good cabs. This partnership can boost demand and customer loyalty, especially in cities with high tourism or foot traffic. Collaborations like this can help drive more consistent trip volumes. Data collection for enhanced decision making. To enhance good cabs' data-driven decision making, it's essential to collect additional data on customer behavior, operational efficiency, and market trends. This will provide deeper insights into key metrics like repeat passenger rates, customer satisfaction, and trip volumes, allowing the company to optimize its strategies effectively. And here are the business requests. So the business request 1, that is city level fare and trip summary report. This report provides a city-wise summary of total trips, average fare per kilometer, average fare per trip, and the percentage contribution of each city's trips to the overall total. It helps assess trip volume and pricing efficiency, highlighting the relative performance of different cities. Business request 2, monthly city level trips target performance report. This report evaluates how city perform against their monthly target trips. Each city's performance is categorized as above target or below target, with the percentage difference calculated to identify gaps. This insights allows the company to focus on underperforming areas and boost overall trip counts. And business request 3, city level repeat passenger trip frequency report. This report analyzes the percentage distribution of repeat passengers by number of trips they take in each city. It identifies cities with high customer loyalty and frequent usage patterns, which can indicate areas of operational success and opportunities for further engagement. And business request 4, cities with highest and lowest total new passengers. Here we identify the top 3 cities with the highest number of new passengers and the bottom 3 with the lowest. This ranking helps focus efforts on areas with high growth potential while addressing challenges in cities with fewer new passengers. And business request 5, month with highest revenue for each city. This report identifies the month with the highest revenue for each city and calculates the percentage contribution of that month's revenue to the city's total. These insights help good cabs optimize its strategies during peak revenue periods. Business request 6, repeat passenger rate analysis. In this report, we calculate 2 key matrices, the monthly repeat passenger rate for each city and the overall citywide repeat passenger rate. These matrices provide a comprehensive view of customer retention trends and help identify opportunities to enhance repeat business. So in conclusion, this analysis highlights actionable insights from targeting specific customer segments to leveraging emerging trends and partnerships. By implementing these recommendations, good cabs can improve its operational efficiency, customer satisfaction, and overall market presence. Thank you for your attention.